Studies show that having secure attachment with your child is important. But what exactly does that mean? And how do you make sure you're doing the things to develop it? In this episode, I'll break down what secure attachment really looks like in toddlerhood, why it's foundational for your child's emotional health, and simple ways you can nurture it even on the messy days. So let's start by talking about what a secure attachment actually is. There are 4 main attachment styles that refer to the type of attachment that you have with your primary caregiver. They are anxious, avoidant, disorganized, and secure. And your attachment style that you have with your caregiver can actually influence the types of relationships that you have later on in life. So, what does a secure attachment actually look like? It's when a parent or caregiver is consistently safe, responsive, and emotionally attuned to their child. So, for example, a baby cries, the parent comes to them to find out what they need. And then over time, a child learns that they can trust their parent to meet their physical and emotional needs. Now, when kids feel secure in their bond with their parent, they learn that the world is a safe place. And they trust that their needs will be met. And then that gives them the courage to try new things, make friends, and handle tough situations. So attachment is really just that feeling of, I know someone has my back. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the attachment styles in this episode, but just know that a secure attachment has been repeatedly shown to have the best outcomes later in life. Now, if you're thinking that this means that you have to respond to your child immediately whenever they make a peep, don't worry, because this isn't what a secure attachment means. In fact, in the book, The Power of Showing Up, Doctors Daniel Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson explain that in order to have a secure attachment with your child, you need to consistently be attuned to your child and meet their needs only about 30% of the time. So you can take a deep breath if you're not a perfect parent, because there's no such thing. So with that, let's clear something up. Creating a secure attachment doesn't mean that you never get frustrated or that you respond perfectly every time. You do not have to be available 100% of the time. You can say no and you can set limits. And in fact, this is part of having a secure attachment because toddlers actually need loving boundaries to feel safe and secure. So let's talk about 5 ways that you can ensure that you create a secure attachment with your toddler. So I put numbers 1 and 2 kind of together. So the first thing that you want to do is tune into their emotional needs. Now, this can be hard, right? Because if you have a toddler, you know that the emotions are big and they're always coming. But this is what I'm here to help you with. When your child is experiencing big emotions, it's your job to be their calm and to help them move through those big feelings, which is actually our second tip. Be the calm in their chaos. It's important to know that all behavior is a form of communication. So when we're able to get curious about what's going on beneath the behavior, this allows our child to feel seen and heard. So if you're brushing your child's emotions off or sending them away to deal with them on their own because they're making you uncomfortable, this isn't going to help them feel seen or valued, right? So a simple way to do this is to calm yourself first when big emotions show up. Even doing something like pausing or 3 deep mindful breaths before addressing this can help. And listen closely because I need you to understand something, okay? You don't have to fix anything. You just need to be there for them. Help them move through it. Name the emotion. See them. This will help them see you as a safe, secure base for when they're having a hard time, so that when they get older and the big stuff happens, they know that they can come to you rather than hide or seek comfort elsewhere. It all starts now. Please don't brush off the importance of the early years. This is truly where the foundation for the rest of your parenting is laid down. And this is exactly why I'm so passionate about helping parents through the early years. The next way to build a secure attachment with your child is to create little rituals of connection throughout your day. So think of your toddler having an emotional bank account. Every time you connect with them, whether it's acknowledging them when they walk into a room or giving them a hug or playing with them, you can think of those actions like making a deposit into their love account. On the other hand, every time you have a negative interaction with them, you can imagine that as withdrawing from their love account. And when that emotional bank account is empty or close to it, that is when you'll start to notice all of those classic toddler behaviors coming out big time. But the good news is keeping the deposits coming doesn't take a lot. Things like simply giving them a smile or a hug and a kiss or telling them how special they are. These all count as little deposits in their emotional bank account, and they help them to feel more secure in their attachment with you. Having a secure attachment with your child doesn't mean that you never mess up. You're going to mess up as a parent. We all do. It's not about the mess ups or what we also call ruptures when it comes to secure attachment, but how you repair after the mess ups. Admitting when you're wrong and saying sorry and finding a way to make it right with your child are all things that cultivate that secure attachment. You're teaching your child, hey, I'm not perfect, no one is, but I'll always love you and be here for you no matter what. Plus, they're learning that when they make a mistake, they know it's okay and they can turn to you because you'll be there for them. Next, we have offer choices and autonomy. So when you can, give your toddler simple choices. Now, this doesn't mean allowing them to control everything throughout the whole day. It just means letting them feel like they have a little say in their world. So for example, instead of asking, what do you want for breakfast? Which is way too open-ended and usually will lead you to chaos, you can try, do you want a banana or blueberries today? So both options are fine with you, but your child feels empowered to make a choice. Think about it when you go to a restaurant with a huge menu, right? You might feel overwhelmed. But if someone says to you, hey, do you want pizza or pasta? Suddenly it feels easier to decide. That's what we're doing for our toddlers when we give them little structured choices. They feel capable, safe, and respected. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to do this for every little thing. And in fact, you actually shouldn't. There are times where you, as the parent, need to take the lead and make a choice. But try and offer them a few opportunities throughout the day to make their own choices. So let's recap the 5 powerful ways to create and nurture a secure attachment with your toddler. Number 1, tune into their emotional needs. Number 2, be the calm in their chaos. Number 3, create little rituals of connection throughout the day. Number 4, repair after hard moments. And number 5, offer choices and autonomy. If you take away only one thing from this episode, I want it to be this. Secure attachment isn't about being a perfect parent. It's about being a consistent, safe base for your child. And when you show up in these small, consistent ways, on the messy days, on the tired days, and even on the days where you lose your cool but then repair, you are wiring your child's brain to believe, I am safe, I am loved, and I can trust the people who care for me. This is what creates confident, independent, resilient kids who grow up to have emotionally healthy relationships as adults. As parents, it's not our job to ensure our kids never experience pain or hurt. It's to make sure that they know that we'll be there, not if they experience those things, but when they do. If you want to know 10 things that will make parenting toddlers easier, then go ahead and watch this video right now.